Cross button. Load game. Save. The plight of the house elf. Save. Professor Weasley's assign. Save complete. Save game. Level. Gear.
Sometimes she can find some quite interesting...
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
That could be fun.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The golden snuggery. The golden snidget. The snake bird.
The snake bird?
No, incorrect. The answer was the golden snidget. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis. The Pepperut potion. The Aliot Sea draft. The Pepperut potion.
The Pepperut potion.
I'm afraid the answer was Felix Felicis. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Founder's relics. Horcruxes. The Deathly Hallows. Horcruxes. The Founder's relics.
The Founder's relics.
No, the answer was the Deathly Hallows. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consist of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The snitch. The quaffle. The bludger.
The bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the quaffle. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
True.
True.
Actually, the answer was false. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
Not now. I'd like more questions.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The Wizards' Council. The International Confederation of Wizards. The Order of Merlin.
The Order of Merlin.
No, that's incorrect. The answer was the Wizards' Council. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
The Antipodean Opale. The Ukrainian Iron Belly. The Peruvian Vipertooth. The Ukrainian Iron Belly.
The Ukrainian Iron Belly.
No, I'm sorry, but the answer was the Peruvian Vipertooth. Though the Vipertooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Hengist of Woodcroft. Elfrida Clegg. Quincy Hogg.
Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was Hengist of Woodcroft. It is believed that Hengist used the 3 broomsticks inn as his home. The hide-behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
A Lehifold. A Demiese. A
rune spore.
That's incorrect. The answer was a demiguise. While the hide-behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a Lethifold?
The Knockback Jinx. The Stunning Spell. The Patronus Charm.
The Patronus Charm.
Well done. The only known survivor of a Lethifold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Gamp. Laverne de Montmorency. Evangeline Orpington.
Evangeline Orpington.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Knowledge is the real magic. Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Correct. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
The Basilisk. The Ashwinder. The Runespore. The Ashwinder.
The Ashwinder.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the Runespore. According to Parselmouths, each of the Runespore's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny's School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
Mount Greylock. The Pyrenees. The Amazon rainforest.
The Amazon rainforest.
No, Ilvermorny is actually located on Mount Greylock. The American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Elixir to induce euphoria. Veracitoserum.
Veracitoserum.
Incorrect. The answer was Amotentia. Amotentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Not now.
I don't have time for another quiz at the moment.
That's fine. Come and find me if you'd like to try later. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Lumo.
Revelio.
Book on Intermediate Transfiguration. Guide pages. This book is designed to help guide the student who wishes to pursue more complicated types of transfiguration. Professor Weasley often recommends it to her advanced students as a bit of light reading. Cross button. Continue.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
I'd like to shop in the Hogwarts.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Lumos.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from...
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
The assignments have helped.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to an ex-aura in Upper Hogsfield connected in any way to Professor Fig? I can't begin to imagine what that was about.
Yes.
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of...
Lumos.
Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Lumos. Utility. Allows you altering spell. Lumos. Utility. Allows you to flipendo. Transformation. Control. Art.
Hello, Gareth. So, has your aunt been taking it a bit easier on you lately?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, a few days ago, she gave me a detention. I was only testing a new recipe in a mostly empty classroom, and the fire was put out quick enough.
You were being creative.
You don't create anything worthwhile without setting a few things on fire.
Agreed. Innovators like us are unappreciated in our time. Can't let the doubters sway me. When they taste my latest brew, they'll forget their criticisms and the fires. It'll be bigger than butterbeer. Oh, that gives me an idea. Better write it down. Best of luck to you.
Level 20 quests. All. Stop in the shadow of the mine. It's all gobbledygook. Lodgok has asked me to meet him at a Professor Howing's assignment. I need to rescue Professor Garlick's assignment too. Professor Garlick wants me to field test Chinese. Madame Kagawa's assignment too. Madame Kagawa wants me to practice flying on my broom near Keenbridge Tower. Professor Sharp's assignment too. Professor Sharp sweeping the deck mum's the word. Natty believes that her mother, Professor Ona, cross button, level 20.
Hello, Adelaide. I've received your owl.
Thank you for coming. You see, My uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I would be worried.
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
I'll see what I can learn. Can you tell me more about your uncle's business with goblins?
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I'll see what I can. Can you tell me more about your uncle's business with goblins? Are you and your uncle close?
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
I'll see what I can learn.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. It's never been this long. I just know something's happened.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river. Lumos.
Imelda Reyes is always arranging broom trials. She's only trying to...
I tell you this, Hogwarts is lucky they've got protection charms. Some protection! Enjoy. What in Merlin's name?
that. 2. Accio. That's the best. It's Accio. Oh, it's actually quite beautiful. Held your own for a while
now. One less poacher in the wizarding world.
Map, the South Hogwarts region. North, the Collector's Cave. A cave, Hogsmeade, small bandit camp. A camp where a small number of bandits reside. Collection, small bandit camp.
Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the Catacomb.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Protego!
Lumos. Castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
I hope you have your affairs in order.
Show me the odds!
Nowhere to hide! Let me put me down for long. A lucky shot!
Accio! Expelliarmus!
Coward alive!
Lumos.
Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite? Ranrock's like...
Yeah. I assume then.
Expelliarmus. Accio.
You think you're clever, don't you? This'll be a lark. Easily done.
Accio.
Pity, not quite.
Expelliarmus.
Not quite. Oh, that was meant for me. You can't stop us. Kill stone's glance off of me. Was that your best? I've been fighting since before you were born.
Now to find out what happened here.
Revelio.
Level. Settings. Settings. Save games. Professor. Fire and Vice. Manual save. Saving. Save complete. The Tale of Roland Oakes. Manuals.